What up, Rob? Frozen. Chucky. He said hand wraps are my worst enemy. Pretty simple. Title boxing. 12s.
got 30 seconds, bro. Now, see, I really got all college students want those things to get me up there. But, and I got him, so I told him I feel a lot of it. Okay, I got it. I'm about to start round 4. All right, okay. Yeah, all right.
Oh man, nice little workout. Nice little workout this morning. You know, something light, nothing heavy. Starving too. Usually I go on for an hour, but I'm hungry. We're gonna get to some of these comments in a bit. Check y'all out. Let's check the comments out. Let's see what they're talking about, man. Let's see what they talking about. What up, 10 Ninjas? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. What up, Janet, Robert, Frozen, Chucky? What's up, the Pure? What up, the Brother Worlds? He said, if you had an opportunity, would you do a YouTube fight with a famous YouTuber? Well, if you go back, if you type in Tony Harvin, Mr. Vegas, type that in on Google. All y'all on here, type in Tony Harvin and Mr. Vegas. You're going to see a news article out of Jamaica. And there was this promoter out of Philadelphia who does like celebrity boxing matches. We tried to set that up back in 2018. You know what I mean? If you go back, I never spoke about it because I felt no use of it. You know what I mean? But to fight somebody famous, a famous YouTuber, well, I'm a real fighter. You know what I mean? So it's like it wouldn't be fair to fight just somebody with no skills. You know what I mean? I feel like a bully because it's real different when you're a fighter and somebody who's not trained or have the mentality of a killer instinct. You know what I mean? It's very different when somebody puts the switch on as far as like fighting. You know what I mean? You know, normal civilians, no disrespect, but a lot of them don't understand. You know, it's like somebody who go into like combat in a war. You know what I mean? Normal people don't understand the feeling of being on the front lines. You know what I mean? It runs parallel to, you know, fighting. So I probably wouldn't throw like punches at him. You know, sort of like how Jake Paul did Tyson. That was a business opportunity. You know what I mean? On both ends. They knew the people was going to talk. It's business. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, they don't care what people are saying. Jake Paul got his 40 million and Tyson got his 20 million. At the end of the day, both of them won. You know what I mean? Because they fooled the people. Or people don't understand the business of boxing. You know what I mean? People actually thought it was a real fight. So if it's a famous YouTuber, of course it'd be like for business purposes. You know what I mean? But if he's a fighter like Ryan Garcia, he's a popular YouTuber, Ryan Garcia. I don't think Shakur Stevenson has like a main YouTube channel, but I know Ryan Garcia does. But if the business is right, you know what I mean? If a person signed a contract, if they sign up to be a professional, then I have no other choice. You know what I mean? But to treat them like a fighter. It's dangerous to get in there with a real fighter. It's very dangerous. You know what I mean? A lot of people think because they can fight on the street or fight in jail, it's the same thing. It's not. You know what I mean? It's really not. It's a different type of mindset. You know what I mean? So, I'd probably say, and a lot of people are going to laugh at this, Charleston White. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't like throw like massive punches at him, man, because I feel bad. But Charleston White, I would go in the ring with him. You know what I mean? That I would do. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people would love to see something like that. Real hilarious. Who else is out there? I would say Academics, but he's not a fighter. for the most part, Charleston White. You know, I don't know any other YouTuber that that I would fight or would want to have like a any type of match with him. You know what I mean? Who else is out there? Brother Polite, he locked up. You know, maybe him, but he's locked up now. What up to Shay? Shout out to you. Y'all got any other YouTubers out there? What other YouTubers out there that's like got a disrespectful mouth like Charleston White? What's up to Shay? Says one time I took a kickboxing class and I almost passed out. This was over 10 years ago. I don't think I was drinking enough water at the time. Well, if you are a beginner and you're going to a boxing class, kickboxing or MMA, you got to take your time. I'm not saying, I don't know if that was your first time. If it's your first time, then of course you're going to feel that way because it's different. You know what I mean? Me, I've been training this for we got about almost 20 years in boxing and maybe 12 years in martial arts. You know what I mean? So it could take a while. You know what I mean? You got to understand. Before I like to go to the gym, you know what I mean? I like to run at least 2 or 3 miles the day before. You know what I mean? With like maybe 2 layers of clothing on. That's what I do. You know? That's why, a lot of the reason why, fellas can go like, hour, 2 hours if you're working the bag, So it can take a while to really get your stamina and your endurance up. Oh, of course, you gotta eat right, hydrate yourself before you go to the gym. I used to hydrate myself the day before. You know what I mean? So I don't have to keep running to the bathroom all the time. Hydrate the night before. You know what I mean? That's what I do. All right. Frozen Mountain said, you don't always need to hit the bag hard. He's conditioning. That is true. You know what I mean? Well, a lot of people don't hit the bag for 45 minutes to an hour straight or try to do it straight. I don't know why people, and it's probably coming from people who never fought before, ever. You know what I mean? You got to understand there's going to be a lot of trolls out here in general. This is what the internet is. You know what I mean? So when you're working out, if y'all doing YouTube videos, you ain't here to please nobody. You know what I mean? You know what you're working on for the day. You could be working on just jabs, only strong right hands. There's different things you could work on the bags in the gym. A lot of people think it's always, 100% hard all the time. Even Tank Davis don't work that hard as far as like 100% straight through. So when you got idiots like, this guy, what is it, Gassan or whatever his name is, he's probably never been hit before, ever. You know what I mean? So you got clowns like that would say stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because he don't know the whole mechanism of boxing or fighting or MMA at all. So if I was wrestling right now and we put it on, right, they'd think, oh man, put him in submission, break his neck, break his arm. Like, listen, relax. We could be working on some grappling moves like a full guard or half guard, how to get somebody in the arm bar, how to get somebody up off top of you based upon gravity. You know what I mean? But a lot of people think you're supposed to work hard in everything you do. Even when you see LeBron training. You know what I mean? He's working on some things. He's perfecting his craft in there. You know what I mean? If he's good at shooting a 20-footer, he's going to keep working on that, whether it's from the side, in the middle, you know what I mean? Or off an angle on the courts. You don't always have to go a tomahawk jam all the time. You know what I mean? So when you got idiots like that, What up to Lamar? Shout out to you. You said Mike had a heart attack 4 months ago and had a blood transfusion. For him to be 58 and fight all 8 rounds is far better than anyone else could do if they went through what he had at his age. I agree with you. I agree with you. You know what I mean? I mean, he did a pretty decent job. You know what I mean? Well, 58 is actually young. It's actually young. You know what I mean? You got to understand, Bernard Hopkins, I believe he won a championship belt in his 50s. I believe George Foreman won a championship belt. You know what I mean? There's people in their 60s and 70s that's still fighting in the Masters division before the professionals. You know what I mean? So, like, every year, it's like a tournament in Las Vegas by the age groups where you got 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, 80-year-olds. They still fighting. You know what I mean? This is stuff, a lot of y'all don't hear about. It's called the Masters division. And every year they have a tournament out there with the age groups. If you're not professional, you know what I mean? If you ain't signed a contract. I ain't signed a contract, but we had contracts on the table before, which is a good thing because I still have more opportunities, being that I didn't sign a contract and, got all that stuff done. So I can still weigh my options. But as far as like Mike smoke weed, Mike do mushrooms, he do other things that kind of like deteriorated his body within on the inside. If Mike would have took care of himself better, he would have been in better condition at the end of the day. But he did do okay. You know what I mean? For a sparring match like that. All right. What up to G Money? Just VIV says Mike Paul fight was staged and paid for. Yeah, we mentioned that. He said doesn't matter what Mike did or didn't. All his clips and shorts were for views, just another publicity stunt. Well, you got to understand. I believe some of those clips was like sped up a little bit, to make him look faster and stronger. So like you said, it was another publicity stunt. You know what I mean? It's a business at the end of the day. Who wouldn't take $20 million at the age of 58? Okay, I'm coming here because of my name. All I got to do is get in a little bit of shape and throw some punches. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure them two came together. Listen, man, we could make some money, man. I get 40, you get 20. You know what I mean? This is how we're going to do it. We're going to set this up. We're going to set that up. And people who understand boxing know that was just a business move. You know what I mean? And both of them won at the end of the day. I wouldn't say it was rigged. It was staged, I would say. All right. You said Mike made more off of losing the fight, or should I say throwing it? Well, hey, he's enjoying his $20 million. He's not caring what the internet says. You said boxing is an embarrassing sport now. Well, I wouldn't say that. It just is taking another turn. You know what I mean? As far as like dealing with like social media at the end of the day. Listen, Floyd is gone. You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather is gone. Andre Ward is gone. When Paul Williams was around, before he got in that accident. Who else was around at the time? I like Kendall Hope when he was out. You don't really have fighters like that anymore. Maybe up and coming Abdullah Mason, Tank Davis, but it's nobody really out there like how Floyd was. I mean, Terrence Crawford, he has the IQ, but as far as like the personality like Mayweather had to really be out there, I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from Crawford, but Mayweather just had that whole persona that made him stand out as far as like for entertainment and business purposes. You know what I mean? Let me see. G Money says, what a great way to start the day with a morning workout. I am also getting prepared to do my daily morning calisthenics. You said that's what's up. We all must stay fit and try to stay as healthy as possible. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And it's a good thing to be at the age of 40 to, still, be getting stronger, faster, getting more well conditioned at the end of the day, taking care of the body. Not that it's all about that, but of course, you know, why wouldn't a person want to take care of themselves at the end of the day? We heard stories about, family members getting diabetes and all that other stuff around the age we are and stuff like that. But we could turn that around. You know what I'm saying? I was reading about this lady who died at the age of 117. She was 117 and never had no major sicknesses ever. You know what I mean? She just died of, the body getting old and natural causes. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? We hear all this stuff, people dying of cancer and this and that, you know what I mean? But if you go on Google or YouTube and you look up, has anybody ever died just from natural causes? Has anybody ever lived a lifetime without having any major sicknesses? And there's some people out there that was like that, you know what I mean? So could it be done? I read about it, but of course we're still going to die one day. But you know what I mean, I'm trying to be as healthy as possible until I get to that point, as far as like age-wise. But anything can happen. Tomorrow's not promised, all right? Let's say, okay. What up to Sin Stu? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. G Money says, working out like a combination of Mayweather and Leonard, getting ready for the main event down at Caesar's Palace. All right. Where we at? What's up to Christopher Span? Shout out to you. What up to Irvin Mack? Shout out to you. What up to Jamie? As Powell said, what country do you belong to? USA. What up to Shatara? How do you feel about reparations? What are you talking about? You said reparations. You said Adam 22. Adam 22, he seemed like he's a cool dude, but stupid at the same time for letting people, bang on his wife and him liking it. But he's not a fighter. You know what I mean? Adam 22 is one of those guys that need muscle. He need muscle, man. You know what I mean? Adam 22 need muscle men around him. Like, Whack 100 and, 4 Extra. He needs those guys around him. So Adam 22 is not a fighter. He need people like Brick Baby around him. He need those, I guess them so-called, quote-unquote, muscle men out there in the street, like Whack 100 and, 4 Extra, Geechee Gotti. He need those guys behind him. You know what I mean? He's not going to fight anybody. You understand? He's not a fighter. So, of course, he uses popularity, he uses money, just like Vlad. You know what I mean? They got muscle men. You said Broccoli Baby. You talking about Brick Baby? Oh, Brick Baby? Crip? I don't see anything like, what he's doing that's like disrespectful in general, like how Charleston White. You know what I mean? I've listened to Brick Baby's interviews, and he seems okay. He seems like he's trying to turn a new leaf to podcasting. You know what I mean? Versus like the gangster life. And if a person could, turn around and try to leave the gangster life, the gangster world, the gang world to do something positive, because a lot of them, they turn to podcasting. But I don't really see anything that I would have to, go with Brick Baby. You know what I mean? He says Sauce Walker. I've heard of him, but I haven't really looked into him too much. Sauce Walker. Sounds familiar. That name sounds familiar. What up to Let Your Light Shine? Shout out to you. You said I never seen a hoodie that black. You said how much time you spend conditioning? What kind of workouts? Well, yesterday I ran 2.3 miles, and in North Carolina the humidity is different from New Jersey, so the air is a little bit more thinner. Out here where I run is like, hills. So the hills are gonna make it feel like it's like 4 or 5 miles. You know what I mean? So if I want to um, make my conditioning more harder, I put on 3 layers of clothing on. You know what I mean? So it's not really about the timing, because it could be 90 degrees out here. I could put 3 layers of clothing on and run for like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Of course, it's crazy to do, but I could put a t-shirt on in 90-degree weather and run for 30 minutes. So it all depends how I feel. But for the most part, I like to run and feel like I ran for about 45 minutes to an hour. You know what I mean? That feeling. So you got running the hills, you got running the stairs, you got sprinting on the hills, you got sprinting. What else? That's for outside, running I do. And here at this gym, it's just bag work here, mainly, and jumping rope. You know what I mean? So this is like a secondary gym. You know what I mean? But we go into the primary, we go to the primary gym with sparring and, hitting of the pads. You really can't put the camera on because, the music is loud and, you get copyrights to your YouTube channel and whatnot. So maybe one day, you know what I mean? Maybe one day you see, some sparring, some pad work. You know what I mean? They just got to turn that music down, man, in order for me to record. But I can't tell people what to do in their own gym, right? Christopher Span says, never fought in the ring or professional, only in the streets. He says, I'm not a fool to get in the ring with a professional fighter thinking I would whoop that man down, yet I have the heart to get in. Yeah, back in Jersey City, there used to be people, there was this one fella, I ain't gonna say his name. He was from a block called Lexington, and he was a good dude, but he thought because he, was a street fighter that stuff would work. You know what I mean? And he was sparring and he knocked somebody down in the ring. Well, the person wasn't a boxer. You know what I mean? He was there to work out. That's it. So that's when they called a real fighter his size. You know what I mean? And he quickly got humbled. So there's a lot of fellas out there who been in street fights and stuff like that, and they may have won all their street fights. They may have. You know what I mean? But in the streets, you could hit a person one time and that's it, you won the fight. You know what I mean? That's how people really judge the fight. You hit them one time and this person quit, they won. Or if you start fighting and the person get on top of that person, start hitting them, but really no effect, they consider that person a won, without really giving the other person a chance to get theirs back or to see who will win in the long run. You know what I mean? So street fights is very quick, very, things happen in split seconds, and you gotta be real clever out there. You know what I mean? But there's some people who got the heart and courage to fight. You know what I mean? It's just that if they would put their minds to training, whether it's boxing or wrestling, you know what I mean, and really utilize their skills and their talents. But it's the work ethics that, people are afraid of. You know what I mean? It's hard when you're first starting off training. You know what I mean? But I definitely respect people who would get in the ring, you know what I mean, with a real fighter. He says, can you knock out Jake Paul? But Jake Paul is a heavyweight. You know what I mean? What he probably like, what, 2-something? 220? You know what I mean? So he's a heavyweight. Is it possible for a guy my size to knock him out? It's possible. You know what I mean? It's possible. He said, do you ever hang out behind 7-Eleven. What does it have to do with working out? It has nothing to do with working out. You know what I mean? Nothing. All right. What up to Eric? What up to the Big Change? What up to Tutu? What up to Express? What up to AG? What's up to James? What's up to Sawyer? Fernandez? Selena says, I've been in more interesting barroom cat fights than that old Mike Tyson dance. Well, you can say whatever you want, but, you know, everybody, a lot of people who's talking, you know, mess on Mike, they haven't never been in the ring. You know what I mean? There's always people on the outside who never fought, just like people who talk about LeBron and Bronny. A lot of them folks never played basketball before. Never. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to deal with things like that at the end of the day. But like I said, Mike won at the end of the day. So there's a guy 122 and still working. What's up, the Turkey? Shout out to you. USA. What up, the Matter? You said your height? 5'9". He said I look like Lloyd Banks. I've heard that before. I've heard Lloyd Banks. I've heard Charleston White. We heard Craig David. We heard Ludacris. You know what I mean? So folks will try to pinpoint you to somebody who made you look identical to. He said, what is that? It's a do-rag. He said, can I have your attention for 1 minute? What up to Sabrina Hayes? Shout out to you. You said your videos are timestamped 6 years ago. Please look and spread it. Man, get out of here. You know what I mean? You gotta put in that work yourself, man. If I had to put in the work, you gotta put in the work. You know what I mean? You gotta put in that work yourself. You know what I mean? What's up to Morgan? Shout out to Art of War. Oh boy. What's up to Jason Jackson? Hope all is well. We got a couple more minutes and we're gonna sign off. He said your life is on the line, just like mine. Okay. All right. We all gonna die one day, so okay. All right, that's not gonna do anything. You know what I mean? All right, he says that Katie Taylor and Amanda Soriano though. Well, a pretty good fight, you know, between those two females. You said Amanda was robbed. I don't even know what that what those letters mean. He says I've been trying to. You put three letters YouTube. I'm not gonna say the letters because I don't know what it means. It could be a curse word or something. So I don't know what those 3 letters stand for at time of the essence. He said chocolate man. Man, get out of here, man. What's wrong with y'all? You bugging. What up to Cool says the headbutts were crazy. Yeah. He says I'm hitting up all live channels. I mean, that's on you, man. You gotta do your own thing, man. You know what I mean? Don't complain to me. You go to YouTube. If you got a YouTube channel in your studio, you could talk to a live person. You could talk to them. Why you talking to me? I don't run Google. You know what I'm saying? Go talk to Google. Go email Google. Why y'all deleting my stuff? Go on X, you know, at Team YouTube. You can speak to a live person. Sabrina Hayes says, I'm not fighting anybody who's going to mess up my face. Oh, man. All right. We got to prepare for service. We got to eat breakfast, prepare for service. You know what I mean? Christopher Span says, topic of discussion, the craziest moments we've seen in 2024. That sound like the wrap-up. That sound like the wrap-up version. You know what I mean? How Uncle Murder be doing. The wrap-up. Craziest moments. Yeah, man. Craziest. It's been a lot of crazy moments too. You said you head into headquarters, brother, for service. Nah, I don't live out there. I live in North Carolina, man. You know what I mean? Normally I'll play a broadcast before the 1 o'clock service. HE says egg and veggie taco sounds good right now. Egg and veggie taco? I don't know about that. Listen, I need a steak right now, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I need, steak. Cool says, craziest moment this year was that Miami Mall situation. I done forgot what happened. But it's been a lot of crazy moments. But I gotta go. God bless everybody out there. Thank y'all for tuning in. All the haters, Lord willing, we'll be on later. You know, giving our recap and feedback about today's message, or we'll talk about something else later on in general. All right? So God bless everybody out there. I hope everybody have a wonderful and blessed morning. Tony Harvin, I'm signing off. Peace, peace.